Welcome to GCD Technologies, database testing knowledge for beginners. Database testing, another name is backend testing. Okay, say we have two types of databases. Database is very important for software applications. Databases can store different types of data like numbers, alphabets, Boolean values, etc. and different formats of the data, tabular format, file format, graph format, etc. Say we have two types of databases. One is SQL databases. SQL databases support tabular format, rows and columns. SQL databases and NoSQL databases. NoSQL databases example MongoDB. SQL databases example Oracle, MS SQL Server, MySQL, etc. Okay, tabular format is powerful format, but nowadays NoSQL database also very important in big data. No tabular format, different types of files. SQL databases support tabular format. Next, NoSQL databases like MongoDB support variety of formats. Non-table format, non-table. Example, document format, key and value format, next graph format, etc. Okay. Next, what is database testing? Database testing is a test type that checks the data validity, data integrity, database schema. Schema means design of database. Next, tables, procedures, triggers, and performance of the database. Next, database testing attributes. First, transactions. Transactions means the access and retrieve of the data. Hence, in order to during the transaction process, the ACID, 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 atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability properties should be followed. Next, database schema. It is the design or the structure about the organization of data in the database. Next, triggers. When a certain event occurs in a certain table, a trigger is auto instructed to be executed. Suppose one EMI transaction date 8th of every month. Suppose before 8th of the month, it won't be trigger won't be fired. Suppose up to 8, if payment is successful, then no issue. Suppose no payment up to 8th date, 9th date, it will add the penalty to that EMI penalty. Trigger will fire. Okay. Next, how to conduct database testing. Database testing is done in two ways. Using SQL, structured query language for SQL databases. One is manual testing and another is automated testing. We can test databases manually or using any functional test tools like Selenium or UFT. Next, database testing types. See, database can be categorized into three categories. One is structural testing, structural database testing. Database administrators with good command over SQL stored procedures and other concepts normally perform this testing. Structural database testing involves verifying components of database which are not exposed to end users. It involves all the components of repository which are used to store the data and are not changed by the end users. Structural database testing focuses on schema or mapping testing, stored procedures and views testing, trigger testing, tables and columns testing, and database server check. Next, functional testing. Database functional testing. Functional testing is performed keeping in mind an end user point of view, whether the required transactions and operations are run by the end users meet the business specifications. It involves checking of functionality of databases. The most common type of functional testing are white box and black box testing. Next, non-functional testing. See, database testing is part of non-functional testing also. Non-functional testing involves performing load testing, stress testing, checking minimum system requirements to meet business specification. Next, risk finding and performance optimization of database. Next, fifth one, how to test database as manual tester. Here steps. First step, prepare the environment. See, depending on the type of the database, example, MS SQL Server, MySQL or Oracle, you have to get access credentials for the database. Next, you need to know SQL queries in case if you choose to execute the queries. Suppose if you are using NoSQL like MongoDB or CouchDB as database for the project, then setting up the environment is different to than popular databases like MySQL, SQL Server. Make sure you get clean database without any prior test data. Next, run a test. Create queries for insert, update, delete, and modify. Make sure you use the test data along with the specific test cases to add your data. Next, use both negative and positive test cases and adjust the queries according to the test database. Next, third one, check test result. Once you start executing the test, you have to log the test results into the test log. Check if the results are logged as soon as the test executed. Check if the tests are resulted in any warning or error and note the respective values down. Next, fourth one, verify test results. Okay. Next, fifth one, defect reporting. Last one, defect reporting. After verification of the test, report the defects found in the verification of the tests. Next, database testing using Selenium, automated database testing. Here, first step, before going to discuss steps, Selenium WebDriver is limited to testing your applications using browser. To use Selenium WebDriver for database verification, you need to use the JDBC, Java Database Connectivity. JDBC is a SQL level API that allows you to execute SQL statements. It is responsible for the connectivity between Java programming language and a wide range of databases. Okay, then you need to follow the below steps. First one, make a connection to the database. Make a connection to the database. In order to make a connection to the database, you need to create, you need to use URL of the database, user ID, password. Next, you need to create connection object, database connection object. Next, second step, send queries to database. Once connection is made, you need to execute queries. You can use the statement object to send queries. Next, for connection, create database connection object. For executing queries, create statement object. Once the statement object is created, use the execute query method to execute the SQL queries. Next, last one, process the test result. Results from the executed query are stored in the result set object. Java provides loads of advanced methods to process the result. Next, eighth topic in this chapter, database aspects to be validated. We already discussed data mapping. In software systems, data often travels from the UI, user interface, to the backend and vice versa. Check whether the fields in the UI or front-end forms are mapped consistently with the corresponding fields in the DB table, database table. Whenever a certain action is performed at the front end of the application, a corresponding CRUD, CRUD, create, retrieve, update, and delete actions get invoked at the backend. A tester will have to check if the right action is invoked and whether the invoked action is itself is successful or not. Successful or not. Next, I will explain one important one, database scenarios, common scenarios. Check if correct data is getting saved in the database upon successful page submit. It is one of the scenario. Check if correct data is getting saved in the database upon successful page submit. Next, another scenario, check values for columns which are not accepting null values. Next, check for data integrity. Data integrity. Data should be stored in single or multiple tables based on the design. Next, table should have a primary key column. Next, table column should have description information available. Next, required table indexes should be created. Required table indexes should be created. Check if data is committed to the database only when the operation is completed. Data should be rolled back in case of failed transaction. Next, database logical name should be given according to the database name. It is not standard but helpful for DB maintenance. Next, stored procedure should not be with prefix SP. Next, check numeric fields with minimum, maximum, and float values. Check numeric fields with negative values. Check if radio button and drop down list options are saved correctly in the database. Check if database fields are designed with the correct data type and data length. Next, check if all table constraints like primary key, foreign key, etc. are imported correctly. Next, test stored procedures and triggers with sample input data. Next, input field leading and trailing spaces should be truncated before committing data to the database. Next, null value should not be allowed for the primary key column. Next, verify the data inserted from UI is reflecting properly in the appropriate table. This is the these are the concepts of database for beginners. Thank